CDMA News. I'm Alexandra.
And I'm Dominique. Today we have a special on teenage prescription drug abuse. Former drug addict Jose Villasenor will be here to talk to us about his experience and what he can recommend for teens across the globe.
Shortly after, a specialist in teenage psychology will be here to discuss with us different ways we can prevent teenage drug abuse.
But before we get to all those interviews, we have a few facts for those of you at home. According to the National Institute on Drug Abuse, every day an average of 2,000 teens in the U.S. will use prescription drugs for the first time. Opioids, CNS depressants such as Valium and Xanax, and stimulants such as Adderall and Ritalin are the most commonly abused prescription drugs.
When you take any of these drugs with other drugs that cause some kind of drowsiness, it may slow your heartbeat to such a severe level that it can cause death. Taking high doses of stimulants can cause irregular heartbeats, extremely high body temperatures, and could potentially lead to seizure or heart failure.
And now, Jose Villasenor is here to discuss with us his experience.
Jose Villasenor, thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Can you tell us a little more about your experience?
Well, I used to be addicted to prescription drugs, and I would take Valium and Adderall pills every time I felt like I had no one to talk to, and I always felt mad towards people, and it made me feel bad, and I couldn't do anything.
So what made you realize you need to stop?
Well, one day at school, me and my teacher, we started talking, and she asked me what I wanted to do in the future, and I realized that she actually cared, and she gave me inspiration to looking towards my career, and now she inspired me to stop.
So your teacher helped you realize that school is really important?
Yes, she's taught me how to become a better student and to live above the influence.
And how did that help you stop using drugs?
Well, after I had a talk with my teacher, she continued to help me with my classes, and she became that one person that I could always talk to, and she's helped me in my life.
And how did she take that?
She told me that I really needed to stop the addiction, and it could ruin my life, and if I didn't stop soon, then I would just mess up my life. And I think it's important to stop all this addiction, and it was really bad for my life, and everyone surrounding me slowly went away, and now that she made me realize I have a better life.
Do you have any advice for teens that are trying to quit?
Tell someone about what's happening, and always make sure that you're contacted with someone. You can't be alone in these situations, and if not, you're just gonna go down.
True. Glad that you were able to overcome this obstacle. And thank you for coming today.
Thank you. Anytime.
Up next, Carolyn Jones, teenage psychologist, will be here to tell us about the different programs she wants to establish across the nation to help teens with their different battles.
Welcome back to CDMA News. We now have with us Caroline Jones, who is a specialist in teenage psychology and also the founder of an organization that is wanting to provide programs for teenagers across the nation. Welcome, Caroline.
Thank you for having me, Dominique.
So what can you tell us about these different programs that your organization is conjured up?
There are actually many different kinds of programs. One works closely with all types of obstacles that students may have. Another one of the programs specifically works with those who are trying to overcome all kinds of addictions.
Alright.
These programs will have adults that work with the other students that want the counseling. I want everyone to know that no one will be forced to join our programs. It is solely the students and their parents' choice.
So basically it's like optional?
Yes, in our program, Our programs all one-on-one, and we want to ensure that no one's information will be shared with anyone else. We have established with our employees that everything is private and nothing shall be shared according to the students' wants. We want to respect their lives.
Okay, so, are your programs specifically for public schools only?
No, like I said, we want them to be available for all schools, then it's up to them to decide.
Alrighty then. Well, thank you for being here today, Caroline.
Thank you for having me, Dominique.
Where does the middle work? Oh, hey. Teenage prescription drug abuse is a horrible problem today. And it should stop.
With that, I'm Dominique.
And I'm Alexandra. Thanks for joining us in CDMA News.
Take me on a trip, I'd like to go someday. Take me to New York, I'd love.
Oh my.
Take any of these drugs, don't do.
Why did you go like the drugs?
Welcome back to CDMA News. Welcome back to CDMA News.
From that obstacle.
And adults that work with other students that want the counseling.
Oh my god!
Right in the middle, Eric!
Why?
Wow, really? Okay.
I'm sorry.
You're like, it's because you told me to.
You're like
Nothing. You're like,